Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top player at this game, and today we are doing Tutor Tuesday, where I review a subscriber game and help them and you, the viewer, get better at the game of Risk. Today's game comes from Speedster, a top FFA Risk player. He's the black player in this game. I think either here or here, but this in the corner gets you blocked, and you want to stop red from attacking you. So I think the 3 right here on Benghazi is the best choice. And Speedster does do that, so I really, really like that. And pink validates Speedster's position, the black player, because they cap right here. You gotta remember, this part is all 1-point hold in noob corner, so anyone who caps here or here can have a really nice position in this game. But red and orange, we don't really see attacking. So maybe they are somewhere either here, here, here. We just don't have enough information yet. Green is in the center of the board. So maybe they're capped like on Hungary or something like that. Yeah, but on Speedster's move, you can see he's prioritizing getting his bonus. Also has a cheeky move trying to hold this bonus right here. I like that. And now he's taking guaranteed rolls to hold his point down. And what he also is doing, you can also see this right here, he's controlling his side of the board. He keeps his capital, I think, just strong enough with a 6, and that will hopefully allow him to be okay. Blue immediately is botting out here, and they're attacking into Stockholm. It looks like they're also attacking to the Lviv, Kiev area of the board. But Blue also got 4, so they lost their capital and just gave up right away. Wonder what's going on. And pink is attacking. It looks like they're trying to fortify in some way. What is going on right now? And red's just getting 3. But red's botting out. Yeah, so I have no idea where the capitals are. So blue lost a capital. Red lost a capital. Almost everyone is out now. There's only a couple players left. Green, orange, and pink. So green's playing pretty normal. They're just trying to grow and expand, taking areas of the board for themselves. They're like the only one playing normally right now besides Speedster. I have no clue what's going on right now. And Speedster's getting 12 because the black player is getting all these bonuses and they take the capital and holy shit, that's another capital right there. How many capitals are there right now? Speedster could have attacked and taken over another capital. I think I would have rather have done that because pink wasn't here or here. It was other players. Maybe you could have attacked green out, but I don't think blue was doing anything because blue was a bot. And then you could have placed troops down here, but pink just goes and attacks into black, self-destructing. Holy shit. And pink just fortified troops there. No way. Are you telling me there's a capital here, here, and here? And Speedster can have 4 capitals by turn 3. That's unheard of. That's one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen. Because I think black will now be knocking pink out of this game. So there's only going to be a couple players left. We're going almost immediately to the end game on turn freaking 3, which is ridiculous. Now, if I'm green, I continue trying to expand around the board. But an important thing we know is that with a lot of these automated bots, you have to be careful about expanding fast because they might just invade you. So we can see there's another capital there. Holy cow. And Speedster also is guarding the pink player. I would have potentially considered hitting the blue one with the 4 because it looks like this bot likes to break continents. In this case, you're not getting broken here. But I cannot believe this. Speedster is getting 4 capitals in 1 move. This is why they're one of the best players out here, ladies and gentlemen. And interesting to note, and this is something you don't see as much in my games, the effect of having automated bots over neutral bots. Neutral bots allow you to take over the board very quickly to allow for bonuses to be held and rapid expansion. Automated bots lead to cards being generated more quickly, which leads to people being players getting taken out for their cards. I personally don't like playing them because sometimes bots can clog up the board, leading to these very large stalemates. Speedster is going to have to balance eliminating these bots to get their cards while holding this crazy 4 capital start. Like, this is ridiculous. How many troops are they going to get? Like, Green's getting 14, but surely Speedster has to be getting even more troops right now. Yeah, and Green sees that. Does Green end up attacking Speedster and taking a capital away? No, Green goes back, and I think that's a good move because Green is trying to be good neighbor right now. But I don't think Speedsters has anything to do with it. They are pushing their advantage and trying to grow ahead for themselves. Yeah, they just break Green. They just break Green fully right here. They attacked the 3 in case Green was holding France, but they realize that Green's the only one that's in a strong position right now. Orange is barely getting any troops right now. But you'll notice as well, this bot is an attacker, so this bot is going to be slowing Speedster down. Speedster also has to be careful about attacking because with the red bot also right here, it can be going into Speedster at any time if he keeps the capital too weak. You'll also notice Orange, while they're not doing a lot right now, they're preventing Speedster from owning bonuses. Green, though, is still getting 10, so Green is still holding this middle, and wherever Orange is located, they're being good neighbor with them. If I'm Green, I consider going bad neighbor and trying to attack, but Speedster has such a lock on this game. They managed to take all the capitals right away. 4 capitals is really overpowered because not only are you getting a lot of territory, but with getting +2 per capital, it's a lot of extra troops that you can really use to pull ahead of your opponents. And Speedster just quickly takes another bonus away from the bots that are attacking. You can see the blue bot is continuing to put pressure on Speedster, but I love how he's balancing dealing with the bots while dealing with the pressure from red that may be trying to take his capital, because bots also like to gravitate towards very large bonuses or large territories. But you can see with so many spots on this board, it is so challenging to balance these bots out. That's why having 1-point holds that guarantee holding bonuses is so key. Speedster has a guaranteed 2 capitals on this location. I would almost consider that Speedster should be taking less bonuses here and should be prioritizing taking more of and really solidifying and protecting their position because they have an ace in the hole, the pink player kill. They also can never get this area broken in the noob corner, right? Because this area can only be broken from up top right here. Green now is getting 9 and a trade-in. I think a really nice move by Green is that they need to take a capital away. And they do. I think that was a really nice move. That's like an 80-90% roll. And they fortify a lot of troops into there because they're trying to hold back Speedster. If I'm Speedster, the black player, I really try to prioritize as I'm having a wild as well. That's so lucky. I want to try to really hold my area down. Yeah, keep that at 22. You need to keep that strong. And I think I'm going to attack the boss a little bit less. Just hold my position down. Like, you're not going to be able to hold your bonus, right? The boss just keep on attacking you. But you're doing, I think, a really nice move here where Speedster is trying to just clear out the other players, just taking up space. By taking up space on the board, he's allowing himself to line up getting another kill. This shows the power of bot manipulation, which is a key skill element that the top players really like to do. Because I think Speedster's finally recognizing he can't hold bonuses anymore. He could have been around like on 75-80 troops if he was being less bonus-centric. Because with so many bots on the board continuing to attack Speedster, you can see he's really getting worn down right now. He's really balancing handling the pressure from green and black and really putting themselves in a position in the late game. We're also going to have to worry about the fact of now red, since they're getting a fair number of bonuses and troops per turn, as well as territory, If Speedster does not keep Benghazi strong enough right here, if red does like a huge trade-in, has something like 30 troops placed down here, they could do a roll on them. So this game is crazy. Green is getting 11, so the remaining players are doing enough to keep Speedster in line. While Speedster does have the guaranteed hold, the bots aren't breaking them, which is allowing them to get strong. Green is trying to take over Germany right now. And Speedster has to consider, is it worth trading in, taking out the pink bot? I don't think so. I think the better move is to... It looks like he's taking out the blue bot. I think that's the right move. But there's blue bot. Where is it? Eastern Europe? Russia? Okay, it was in Eastern Europe. That was a good move. And also, Speedster now did not have to trade in or until after he got the kill. So now his timer resets, which I think is important and gives him more flexibility. So I think he's really balancing, keeping his area just strong enough. And now he's building ahead, right? He has his ace in the hole, which is a pink player. Oh, but pink has a set on 3. That is so unfortunate. If pink was on 4 cards, Speedster could have killed the pink player on the next turn, and then it could have just been lights out, as he could have like cleared out the board and just knocked green out of the game. And pink is still breaking. So unfortunate. But this game is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, the red bot will be putting some pressure down, hopefully on the other players. Orange, whatever's going on, is not getting enough troops to really be building up an edge. And green is the only player. Given Speedster's ability, I would prioritize breaking the green player as much as possible. Be bad neighbor to them. Give them only 5 to about 7 troops per turn. And really kind of push your advantage to make them take a really risky cap hit. Force them into a position where they have to attack you really aggressively and weaken their caps where you can retake them back after a trade-in. And there's Orange. So Orange is trying to hold Eastern Europe. Or no, not even that. They're just going back and chilling. They're just taking 1 card and passing, playing for the late game. But if the other players or Speedster or Green like take the initiative, I think Orange will just be in a bad spot. In the early game, bonuses are key. Yeah, now Green's going in trying to attack, and Speedster just showing off, saying, no, you're not going to be doing anything to me right here. Loving this, loving this, loving this. So now we have to think, do we trade in here? What do we do? And I think what Speedster is going to do, does he trade in? Yes, because he gets to save his wild. He has to balance protecting his 20 cap. He makes that a 50, I like that, and keeps his extra troops down there. And clears out the other players on the board and smacks green. The cap down there is a little weak, especially if red ends up trading in here. You'll also notice Speedster makes a little bit of mistake. I would have hit this pink's territory because these bots have shown a propensity to breaking bonuses, right? You have to recognize how bots are going to react and keep them away. If you keep very far away from the bots and the bots away from you, you have a greater chance of holding your bonuses. Every troop matters. That allows you to really push for the potential initiative. And now red trades in. Do they smack? Thankfully, no. The red bot could have smacked, but generally bots like to go for higher percentage rolls. So I think Speedster, while being very risky, was keeping things just good enough for now. This red bot is a continent-taking bot where they want to take and hold bonuses and aggressively expand. So we're looking at this now. The orange player is at around 70 troops. The green player is at about 75. Speedster leading with 106 and the most troop generation. He has to balance weakening the other players while getting ready to hopefully eliminate one of them or the bots to get an unbelievable advantage. I would prioritize keeping a lot of troops on cap and getting ready for the right chance to strike. Now we see, I think, a good technique from Speedster. He's attacking the bots to prevent them from taking bonuses because he doesn't want them out expanding. He wants to eventually take them out for their cards And to do that, you have to make it worth it to eliminate them for their cards. If they're generating 20, 25 troops a turn and attacking a lot, there's going to be a nuisance. You have to balance attacking them while keeping your capital strong. It's a very different way to play, but definitely extremely powerful way to play as well. But now at the critical juncture, do you use your set here to take out the pink player, or do you wait and hold? I think the better option here is to wait and hope pink doesn't have the trade-in on 3 again, because if you trade in, you're not going to be able to get another trade-in. You also use up your precious Joker card. The other players may also then get a trade-in and like pull ahead for themselves. I would focus on weakening pink just a little bit more and waiting for that time to strike. I do think based on the way that everyone's been attacking right now, I think this is mostly red up here in Russian Empire. I don't think anything pink is here. So I think the rest of pink is here. So whenever Speedster is ready to go, people will be ready to act accordingly with it. But Speedster, I think, makes a little bit of a mistake. He's allowing the pink bot to be holding a bonus and getting 17 troops. Again, it's going to be making it a lot harder to eliminate them. I would have prioritized breaking the West African region of the board, and that would allow Speedster to eliminate them more easily and cost effectively. But now there's some big trade-ins. Is red going to hit the 48? No. It looks like red is prioritizing attacking other areas of the board, most likely going into Russia, Eastern Europe, expanding outwards this way. And orange is trading in 55 trade-in. Holy cow. Yeah, it looks like orange is going into green, which I think is a mistake. Yeah, I think orange was thinking that maybe green could be eliminated. It looks like green may have even lost a cap. Yeah, green's only getting 5 right now. Orange was going for the kill and realized they couldn't. And green's trading in. Do they smack the 53? I would say no here. I think you have to attack orange. Oh, but green doesn't do anything instead. They just go back. They're trying to be very passive right now. And now I think this is Speedster's chance. He has to eliminate the pink player. Also very lucky he gets to save his Joker again and not have to use it at all. So he's trying to get some vision on the board, and he sees, yeah, the red bot ended up taking that capital. Holy cow. So now Speedster going in for the attack, trying to eliminate the pink player from the board. He's running out of time, but he's giving good dice, good pathing. Let's see if he's able to get it. And yes, he does, ladies and gentlemen. 4 cards for Speedster. He got to save his Joker again. And now if you'll notice what he's doing, he does, I think, a really cool move. Instead of taking the red bot capital, which is what I would have done, he's focused on trying to card block the green player here. It's a bit of a different style. He tries to card block early and weaken another player. What I would have done was just taken like the red bot capital and probably just like attacked everywhere around the board, because I think my other players being extremely passive aren't really just doing much like against me. Speedster's hoping is that by green not being able to go down to attack, that Speedster can hold all of these bonuses on the board now that red is focused on attacking on the right-hand side of the board, and Speedster getting plus 40 a turn will just allow him to push dramatically far ahead for the victory. Speedster just has to balance not losing a 64 capital. And green, I think, makes another good decision, just trying to go back. They're really trying to just save their troops as much as possible. But now Speedster has another decision. Do you try to eliminate red or orange? And it looks like he places 20 troops down. I think that's a bit of a mistake right there. You don't need any troops down there at all. What he's trying to do is just get a card block going on the green player. I would have just made, as much as the 69 is fun, you got to play for the win a little bit. I would have made this an 89, just really solidified you not taking over that region, because if you lose that capital, it's just kind of over. The only thing I can think about is that Speedster is trying to promote a very risky cap hit, then Speedster gets the kill afterwards. But you're playing with fire if that's the case, because green will most likely have a set on 4, and desperate players can do desperate things. You don't want to try to give a player with nothing to lose a very powerful cap hit on you. Orange, though, they have a trade-in. Do they take away this capital? This is why I wanted to possibly get Hungary. because if orange takes that, they can be in a very strong position for themselves. Instead, though, I think orange is making a mistake. They are being way too passive. Way too freaking passive. And that is allowing Speedster to just be having the game's balance be broken right now. You cannot let a player hold this many bonuses. I think orange had to strike, breaking everything of black, because he still would have had 100 on capital, and you would have really put pressure on black to try to do something here. And maybe hopefully green can get active with a set, re-attack everywhere, and then it's a game again. Both players have to go hard against Speedster. If they don't, it's over. Instead, Speedster is now, are they going for the kill? And it looks like they are. Go for the capital first, 100% roll. Very good. Crazy good roll, too. Holy shit. And now, oh my god, green is out of this game. Freaking perfect. And now there's only one player left, orange, who's just been way too passive and allowing Speedster to be breaking the balance of the game. If I'm Speedster, I just attack like everything as much as I can. Try to pull ahead. I would probably take like the 5 capital as well. Yes. Yes, very good. And I would have prioritized moving my troops move the 50 onto there. So if orange hits that, it's over. Orange is now trapped, right? You can only go here or here. And I don't think orange can do anything. I think this game is just about over right now, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful clinic by Speedster. Taking that many capitals in a freaking row and just pulling that ahead for a win. What a beautiful display of botsmanship. He is truly the greatest bot massager I've ever seen. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Speedster. He's like the Giga Chat of our times. Orange right now, they are trying to eliminate the red player. But it's too little too late. They also misfortify because they don't see all the red territory that is right here on the board. And there's nothing that orange can do. Speedster's going to clean up. And this should hopefully be a GG. Thank you to Speedster for bringing an amazing game for Tutor Tuesday. This is OliveXC, signing off.